Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back or coming by. And welcome to my YouTube channel, Dale Chanel's 48th World. And don't forget to, after the video, of course, like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos, okay? But we're going to go on and get into the soap opera. We're going to be this soap we're going to be talking about or reviewing today, which will be The Bold and the Beautiful, guys. Yes, yes, yes. It's heating back up on the subject or the story plot line between Steffi and Liam and her pretty much divulging where she was that fateful night that she walked out on Liam in their marriage and what she did prior to coming home and wanting to solidify her marriage back with Liam. Yeah, she done got herself in a pretty big pickle. And now Liam is asking all the right questions. Woo, thank you, Lord. He is finally getting a sense of something's going wrong with Steffi. You know, he keep telling her she looked like two different people. That was she had transformed to another whole different person that night she came back to him, or that next morning, like two different people, night and day. So he got around asking us real tough questions. Where were you that night? Where did you go? Who were you with? All the right questions. So now Steffi is back into her hyperventilating mode, and it's getting interesting. So let's get right on into it. We're on season 31, episode 56, which was Wednesday, December 6th. It aired. Okay, we got Ridge and Thorne still fussing. Evidently, they done got pretty loud because Quinn, Eric, and Brooke rush in the main office or the CEO's office to basically see what was going on. But prior to that, both Quinn, Eric, and Brooke were discussing or still discussing Thorne coming back and how Ridge has been treating him since he's been back, the behavior and the rivalry mostly coming from Ridge's point of view or his demeanor. He's just, trying to put Thorne as a lesser performing child as always, and he wants to be in the limelight, being seen, this, that, and the third. He wants to be status quo still, even though Thorne's back and he's trying to reestablish himself in the family and the family business. Ridge don't want no part of it. He call him rank. But I'm like, man, Ridge, if you don't sit yourself down, all the stuff you have started, and definitely your father has forgave, and the community is still looking at you sideways. Okay, they still looking at you. And it's not in a pleasant light, of course. Okay, we move on from there. We got Steffi still going on. Back down memory lane, still hyperventilating, still fantasizing on what she did to Liam in their marriage and how she did it with Liam's dad, Bill, and she definitely enjoyed herself. And it's kind of creepy in a sense. Like, okay, do you like Bill or don't you like Bill? Do you want to stay with Liam, but are you still gonna be fantasizing about Bill? I mean, come on, what are the writers trying to do to our memory banks here? And while she's going through her little moment, Liam is noticing her body language, her demeanor, and he's trying to fix them both a salad. And she's off in some other land, but he sees that it's disturbing her because of how her body language is speaking to him. Something's wrong. So he goes over to her and investigates because she's not answering him about a simple concern about what she wants on her salad or this, that, and the third. Okay, she's disconnected from their reality into her own reality of guilt that she's definitely is trying to suppress. But of course, it's coming to fruition. It's coming to a head. It's boiling over, just like you done left a pot on the stove with water unattended. You know what I'm saying? It starts making that whistling sound, and water starts to spill over. Okay. Then we have feuds still going on between Rich and Thorne in the main office, which is CEO office, and it must be pretty loud because Brooke, Eric, and Quinn storms into where they are and try to say what is going on. Why is there so much animosity? Eric is trying to get down to the bottom of it, but of course, both men. Gentlemen say that it's okay. They got everything on the wraps, but evidently Eric said you don't have everything on the wraps because you're not being civil towards one another, and you're not talking in your inside voices. You're hollering like you're on the playground somewhere, and that's not to be expected. We're running a business here, so Eric starts to pull rank, and Thorne goes and tells Ridge he's a bully. He's always been a bully. He's been a bully in the family. He's been bullying Brooke all their time of knowing her. And now this is going to stop. This, that, and the third. I was like, all right, Thorne, get on in his behind. Why don't you? Because you're the only one that can make sense and talk with rationalization going around now, rationalizing everything from point A to point Z and getting it down on paper. So some changes need to be made. And I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. So, Eric, he kind of takes it into consideration, but he still tells Brooke to usher Thorne on out of there, get him some lunch, take him to our favorite restaurant, El DiGiorno or the Gardino or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The Italian restaurant they always seem to go to, and they must have a special account there. Where they can just go on and, tab is built up and they pay for it at the end of the month or however they do it. But evidently, they have some connections, affiliations with that particular restaurant because that's the only one they go to. So it just is what it is, okay? I ain't mad at them. That's just how the rich and famous get down, okay? Then Brooke happily obliges and she takes Thorne on out of there. So Ridge, Quinn, and Eric can have their own little discussion of what really took place behind them closed doors, that they had to go running down the hall to come in there and save somebody because somebody look like they're going to be having an altercation. Somebody going to hit the floor and we're going to have some hospital bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? Unneedly, okay? Then we got Liam talks about how his dad is helping Sally get back on her feet. And he then starts to see that it's kind of uneasy when he mentions his dad to Steffi. And she's like, oh, no, I'm not concerned about that. I know you ain't concerned about it. I know you don't want to hear about Bill Spencer and anything that he's doing because you're holding some serious guilt and it's about to tear you apart. So we understand where you're coming from. We understand. Trust us. We understand. Then we got Eric is telling Ridge to be civil towards his brother Thorne. That's past tense. They don't went past that civil rivalry, honey. We got to get them back or they throw blows, okay? We always have to keep a mediator in between them because something's going to go down and big, okay? Then we got Quinn says to Ridge, are you mad or upset that Thorne is staying with Brooke? I'm like, what a way to put the knife in the person's back and screw some. Thank you, Quinn. And Ridge kind of gets on the defense, saying, no, I'm not mad about that. No, I'm just saying he's here. He's up to something. He's coming back all, what do you call it? He coming back all nonchalant and this, that, and the third. And, he's saying he's had some growing time in Paris. And, he's studying the art of design and he's mastered it real well. And then he's coming back. He want to hang out with Brooke. Yeah, I don't see something going on with that. Like, no, Ridge, the only person that see it is you because you must feeling guilt about treating Brooke the way you did, and now somebody else is on the playing field and they liking all your little toys and they want to get and mess with some of your trinkets. Yes. Thorne is going after the company, which is your spot, and he's going after your wife, which was once his wife, as we get on into the storyline plot where they divulge that as well. So yes, he's getting back everything you have taken from him and then some. Okay, but I never knew Brooke was one of the favorites of Thorne, so they're just playing that storyline up. I'm getting into it as much as I can, but I'm just tired of Brooke always being the one who gets thrown in between a man. A man doing this for her, a man doing that for her. She's supposed to be the helpless damsel in distress. I'm like, I'm not buying it anymore. I wish y'all stop trying to sell it. It's something that definitely needs to be retired. And don't try to put it on Steffi to try to renew it and bring it back to life, which is the same old tired, drawn out storyline. We need to have these women being more powerful. We need to see them in a more controlling type of role where they are trying to control their destinies and who they want to be with, and they don't have to be pampered, when their feelings get hurt, this, that, and the third. They ain't trying to do it in the business world, so they shouldn't show weakness when it comes to relationships as well, okay? But it is what it is. That's what they're giving us, and so we either reject it or we accept it, okay? Moving on. We have Rich, he's still going on talking about no, he's not upset. No, he's not worried about his position at Forrester Creations as the lead designer and the one who gets to make the deals. But no, that's Quinn and Eric, who decides who comes and who goes, boo. You just like a puppet on a string where you don't really have any delegations of doing anything or making any controlling decisions. We just give you what we want you to have, and then you just make sure you implement it. That's pretty much what it is. Rich, you're just an implementer. That's it. And then we go to where Rich says, I'm just gonna go and relieve Brooke of her babysitting duties of my little baby brother. And instead of Eric saying, look, but then Eric can't control a grown man's expectations nor actions. So he just like, make sure you don't harm your brother, okay? But that was just real petty of Red. Oh, excuse me. Brooke does not need to be rescued. She does not need your interference. She's having lunch with your brother, so you should have left it alone. But he don't. He rushes out like he, has to go and uh, retrieve her from somebody or someone awful or awful situation. Like, come on now. Then we got Brooke and Thorne there at the restaurant, El DiGiorno or whatever we want to call it, the Italian restaurant, and they're having a lovely, lovely conversation while Sheila watches them and looks on from afar. But it seems like she kind of putting the lip syncing, or not lip syncing, but she's putting that theory where you read people's lips to test, because she was right on point on everything that Brooke and Thorne were discussing without her being closer in proximity of their conversation. Okay. Then we have small talk still going on between Steffi and Liam. Liam is asking Steffi, where did you go that night? I tried to tell you that information of what happened between me and Sally. Well, who were you with? He's asking the real, real tough, hard questions that he should have been asking her when she came back that fateful night. You know what I'm saying? And Stephanie looking all scared and she don't know what to say. She's trying to get her thoughts together, trying to collect. She even get off the sofa, guys, because she can't stand the heat. Sit on back down in your feces. Sit back down in your feces. Okay. Then we got and I'm like, I'm so glad Liam is asking the right tough questions, making Stephanie feel very uncomfortable now. Okay. Then we got Eric says to Quinn, I don't like the infighting between the brothers. And Quinn is listening very lovingly, patiently, and empathetically. I'm like, all right, okay, Quinn, I see you. I see you. Just listen. Don't do no talking, okay? Then we got Thorne is telling Brooke, thank you for being there for him. And he's going on again, singing her praises, this, that, and the third. Thorne is talking to Brooke about the time that they spent together personally, their marriage, when they got married in Venice. And they show no clips. I tell you, I can't remember them being ever married, but I knew they were married. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember any, history between them. Anyway, it just is what it is, okay? But Brooke kind of likes going down memory lane with Thorne, too. She likes that rough edge exterior he's giving her instead of the thing that she's used to him being, which is, kind of like laid back, standoffish, pretty much Lambridge run the show and this, that, and third. Look like a do boy. But now he's a man full-fledged in control, and he's taking names and knocking down enemies. Okay, I'm like, go ahead, Thorne, go ahead. So who wouldn't want to ride his train at this time? All right. So then we got Ridge coming into their table. He don't find them. Lying to Brooke, oh, we got an emergency meeting. We got a meeting at the office, and you need to be involved. I'm like, when did Brooke ever come to a meeting this year that I know about at the office? I don't remember. I don't recall. Okay, she's a housewife right now, or just a woman being in the house. You understand? Without having the male there. But she believes him. She believes his lies. She apologized to Thorne for having had to abruptly leave, but evidently it must be some emergency. I'm like, you should have known that was a lie. You even looked on your face to show that you knew he was lying. But instead of you just saying, no, I'm going to call Eric and see what's going on, calling Ridge's bluff or whatnot, you just went with him like you always do. So, just like a puppet on the string, I don't feel like being bothered with Brooke and her antics, okay? But anyway, the lies told, Rich whisked her way back to the office and whatnot. Then we see him. Nobody's in the office, but he don't set up this elaborate dinner or lunch for them to partake of. And then Rich is going to say, okay, well, we're here in the big office where decisions are being made, formulated to be implemented. We've got a table here. That's like a table. You know, he's trying to just justify everything, which it comes to be a justified lie. And I would have walked out on his behind and went on back to that restaurant. That's what I would. For me, I wouldn't even left the restaurant. I would have called his bluff and then told him to just stay. Okay, but that's just me. No, the right don't want to get down like that. You know, black woman telling them how to run a storyline. Because I'm telling you, whoo, if I was up in there, y'all would have some interesting storylines from day to day. Y'all be like, when are they coming back on? You know, anticipating that time to come so you could see the foolishness I would give y'all, but it would be very comical and it would be to the point. No more this well drawn out scenario scene. Y'all will be anticipating coming back every day because something will be popping off all the time. Okay? Ratings will go through the roof, I'm telling you. But anyway, we're moving on from there. Sheila tells Thorne who Ridge had an affair with. Yep, Sheila goes over after Brooke leaves with Ridge. She goes over and confirms everything that they probably was talking about and then some. Then she goes on to say, hey, I know. Because Thorne asked her, do you know who my Ridge slept with or was fooling around with prior to Brooke and him not getting married in Australia? She's like, yes, I do, but you got to promise me that you won't tell it came from me. Okay? But everybody gonna link it back. They gonna know you told Shayla you ain't out the fire yet. You still brimming in the fire. Okay, ain't nobody trusting you. But Thorne may be your ally, or at least Pam. Between the two of them, you'll get some information on the Foresters' comings and goings. Okay, just so you can come back and do something else terrible. I'm sure. Because that's all you do is terrorize people. And I ain't mad at you. That's what your claim to fame is, so do what you do. Okay? But moving on from there, Thorne listens to her give pretty much all the information that Ridge was the one messing with your daddy's wife that got him in a situation where Brooke didn't trust him. And definitely not trusting him to marry him that next day. Okay? Because it's unresolved issues, and if just because they didn't have sex, they definitely had shared a lot of powerful kisses where they couldn't keep their hands off each other. So that's still bad. That's still bad and warranted to call off a wedding. Okay, so Thorne is listening very intently. And I would have been doing the same thing, get my ducks in a row so I can go to battle with Ridge once again. Okay, and knock him down several what do you call it, levels. And then we have Stephanie lies to Liam and tells him she went for a drive in part, alone, talking to herself, getting her thoughts together, and this, that, and third. Stephanie says she wants to erase everything that happened that night because she shouldn't have. She just keeps saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whatever. You still had the door open for you to confess your sins. Confess your sins, my child. And then let the consequences fall wherever they may. Let the cookies just fall out your mouth, okay? Because you can't eat them and swallow the rest of them because they about to be poison going down your system. So go on and tell the truth. Shame the devil. But anyway, Liam backs off. He said he would never discuss it with her again. He would never leave her uh, or put her in a situation where she would want to leave him. I'm like, Liam, see, you were just asking all of the right questions. Now, what you got to do? Holler at her to get the truth out next time it comes around. And regardless of her shaking her hysterically and all that. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with her heart. Ain't nothing wrong with her heart. Okay, so she done broke yours, or you don't know, but it's broken. Well, y'all, that was my spiel, my take of the Bold and the Beautiful that aired yesterday, which was Wednesday. Is that Wednesday? What was today? The 7th? Yeah, Wednesday the 6th. Season 31, episode 56. All right, y'all get into it, and I'll talk to y'all next time or tomorrow for more Bold and the Beautiful. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.